I'm going to show you exactly how you can set up the edgeful API. I'm going to be using VS Code today and the Claude Code extension. It is very simple to set up. It might feel intimidating, but just bear with me. If you've never used VS Code or you've never used Claude Code before, there's a million tutorials on YouTube, but I'm going to show you how you can do it pretty simply in this video so you guys can use the edgeful API to build custom dashboards or whatever else you need using the edgeful data. All right, so first thing, you're going to go to Google and you're going to type in VS Code. The first thing that you're going to see is Visual Studio Code. This is where your environment is going to live. I'm going to try to keep it super simple here. This is your environment. You're going to click on this one. This specific one, if you have a Mac, obviously download the Mac version. If you have a PC, whatever, download the correct one. Download the version for Mac. This is what it's going to look like for you. I obviously have it downloaded already, so I'm not going to go through that process. But the next piece, once you're in here, is you need to click this button over here, and you're going to go to the extensions. What you want to type in, and obviously you're going to have a Claude subscription or whatever else. You're going to go to the extension, you're going to type in Claude Code for VS Code. You're going to click on this, you're going to click install. What that's going to do is, once you click install, once you set it up, once it's open, or whatever, you're going to have to authorize, you're going to do your authentication. It's going to look something like this, right? Okay, so we have Claude Code installed in our VS Code. This is where we can operate out of. Now there's a really important piece. This is something to do with AI. This is not very important, but it does have to do with the API. So if you're not familiar with it, you've never done this before, it's totally fine. But imagine that when you're using an API, you're using AI, or specifically Claude Code, you need to operate in a certain environment, in a certain place, in a certain box, in a certain folder. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to do edgeful API demo, right? There's my folder. So it says you have not opened a folder yet. Let's open. You're going to select the folder that you're working out of. It is a completely brand new folder. I've never used it before. You just watch me create it. And now you can see that the folder is empty. As we create the files, you're going to see them appear here. So now we have our Claude Code right over here. And you can see we're in this folder. That is very important. The first thing that I'm going to ask to do is I'm going to go to the edgeful-API dashboard right here. If you want to get the link from your edgeful dashboard, just click on this right over here, and you're going to see the API documentation. The first thing that you're going to do is click on the API documentation. You're going to grab this link. You're going to copy that link. You're going to put it in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to ask the AI to help us set this up. Help me set up this edgeful API. Here are the startup docs. Okay, so it just went through a bunch of stuff here, and it's asking me what language should the demo be in. Honestly, Python is fine. Just click Python if you get this question. That's totally fine. And the next piece, this is super important, the API key. Do you already have an API key? You're going to get that right over here in your edgeful dashboard. So yes, I have one. No, whatever. You can say yes, you have one right over here. Before you generate it, it'll say to generate one. I'm going to do this with you again here in just a second, but yes, I have one already. Click submit. So now you can see this .env file. This is going to be pretty important. It's not, you only have to do this one time. You never have to do it again. But yeah, that's fine. So you can see it's creating files in this folder now. These are the files as they're being made. So put your API key in the .env file. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to regenerate. This is what, and first of all, you should read every single word of this, and do not accept unless you read every single word of this, and read the complete API agreement below. Click this link and make sure you read it. If you don't read it, don't do this. So now we have the API key. Never, ever, ever, ever share this with anyone ever. And also, save it in a very secure place. So once you copy this, you are never going to be able to see it again. If you don't save it somewhere, and you need to get access to it again, you're going to have to regenerate the code and go through this process one more time. So you can see I copied it here. What I need to do is paste it in my env file. That's right over here. Claude just made it for me. So what I need to do is replace this. So I'm going to delete that, paste my API key, and what you need to do, this little white dot here means that you haven't saved it. I'm going to do Command S, save it, let's X this out, save it. Now this is saved. I'm going to click done. It's going to confirm that I've saved this somewhere else. I'm going to obviously delete this once I publish this video. I'm going to click done. Now I'll never be able to get this again, just so you know. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to X this out, scroll down. I pasted it in the .env file. Can you test that it's working? Auto mode. I'm going to use auto mode here so it doesn't ask me every time. Do this at your own risk. I've never had an issue doing this, but I'm going to switch to auto mode. I don't want this to ask me a million questions. Okay, perfect. So that's it. That's the setup. Now, if I go over here, can you pull the NQ stats for the IB standard report in the New York session for the last year? Okay. So now I just asked, obviously, can you pull the NQ stats? Let's make sure it's working. And yeah, that's really going to be it. Honestly, it's going to read those files again. It's going to read the files from here. It's going to go to the reports. It's going to read all the data in here. You honestly like never have to see this. You just need to grab this link and give it to Claude and be like, figure it out, and it'll just figure it out. That's pretty crazy, but it's the truth. So that's it. Once this loads, we're going to get the response that we want. It's going to create some more files in here. You can see right over here, this is the result of the data, but you can see here it is, right? So NQ, IB stats, both broken, one broken, 78%, whatever else you can ask. The other piece, which I highly recommend you do, is actually, which we're going to put it in here. We're going to put the skills in the API documentation, so you're going to be able to grab the skills from here. But I have a skills file that I created so you can create a dashboard. And that's in this video. There'll be a video here, an explainer video of how to use it. But here, I'm going to do, can you set up this skill in this workspace? All right, so I just have it on my desktop. It's pretty simple. But it's going to set up the skill and give it a second. But it's going to go and transfer the skills into this workspace. And now this little folder here becomes your edgeful kind of workspace, right? You want to build things, you can do it in here. So you can see the skills, it's loading the skills into this. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to say put the NQ, actually, yeah, I'll keep it simple. Put the NQ IB data to a /dashboard. Oh, you might need to reset your, so I'm actually going to, I just created a new file. So typically what you'll notice is if you use /dashboard, it should actually appear over here, but it didn't. Now if I do it over here, dashboard, you're going to see it. So the first time you introduce a new skill, it's actually probably not going to appear unless you restart it. So what I can do is put the NQ data you pulled, and it's going to know the NQ data you're talking about because it created the file here. Pulled, let me close this, into /dashboard. All right. So now it's going to go through, it's going to create this file. It's going to create the dashboard. And you're going to see it might take a second. So I just switched over here. It's working on it right now. But the reason that it's not, the slash isn't working is because you have to restart. And if you just click this thing again, it'll open up a new one. Let's see, I can actually do side by side here. But yeah, you can see them working together. And it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. Like, that's it. We did it. Everything's done. It's waiting for these to be done. It's going to create two different dashboards because I asked twice. But I would recommend auto mode. And just honestly, it's as simple as that. Just give it the link here. Put it into your Claude, your VS Code. Install the Claude Code app. Obviously, like, authenticate. I'm sure the process is very simple. But yeah, it's about to open the, perfect. It's about to open the file. Here it is. It's obviously very simple because I only asked for the standard IB stats, but it's one way that you can visualize the data using a pretty systematic way of visualizing it. So you always get the link to the report here. That's super important. So if I click on this, you're actually going to go to edgeful.com to the IB report on NQ. It's really helpful, to be honest. You're going to see the data here. If you pull in sub-reports and bi-week day and customizations, this thing could really start to grow in a way that is more curated to you. So this one's going. I'm just curious to see what the difference is here. You can see the follow-up questions here as well. You want me to enrich it by pulling the IB sub-reports? You can do that as well, and you just continue to do that. This is a setup video, so I'm not going to do this in the setup video. But yeah, that's how you put the skills in. That's how you set up the API. It's pretty straightforward. You can watch this again. It's not that complicated. I know it's a little bit intimidating, but it's not that complicated. But yeah, let's just see what happens here. Okay, so we have the second dashboard, the one that this one built here. And this actually pulled the individual days, which is interesting. So it went a little bit in excess. It was an overachiever a little bit. Really, I just had put the NQ data you pulled into dashboard, and then now magically, like literally like magic, I just have this really clean, very easy to see, very easy to read. Like, this is going to be one of the ways. This is like a super simple use case, but whatever workflows you guys have or whatever else you guys do with AI or with your personal analytics, this is going to be a really, really valuable piece to integrate to add confluence or figure out new confluences or figure out that, like, outside of the bounds of the edgeful UI, like what type of data can you go and dissect and really like analyze. And already there's a lot of stuff that I've been doing that is not possible to do in the edgeful UI, even like comparing side by side ES and NQ on different reports just to see how they compare. But if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear from you guys right over here. Please send us your suggestions. What would you want the API to look like? You have access to the what's in play, the screener, the reports. You literally have everything inside of edgeful. Now you can just drag it out and put it into your own AI kind of workspace. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.